And we've talked about the fact that indirect objects are in dative case. But there's another way that we can make a noun or pronoun into dative case. And that is if you use one of these verbs. So ordinarily, you have the subject doing the verb to a direct object, accusative case. But if you have a verb that's always followed by dative case, then even the direct object following that verb will be in dative case. So let me give you a few examples. So I have the verb folgen, which means to follow. So if I want to talk about the dog following the man, all right, what's happening? Following. There's my verb. Who is following? The dog. He's my subject. Whom is the dog following? He's following the man. So the man is my direct object. And if this were an ordinary verb, this would be accusative case. But because it's one of the verbs that I have memorized, this is dative case, then I have a dative case marker for the man. Der Hund folgt dem Mann. Simply because of the verb, no other rule. So each of these verbs is going to work this way, that even the direct object of it will be followed by dative. But there are a couple of unusual things that I want to talk about. Let me talk about the verb gefallen. Now, a lot of times when you look gefallen up in a dictionary, it means it will say to like. And it can certainly convey that meaning. But it doesn't convey that meaning grammatically in German. So let me explain. Okay? Let me start with Schokolade. Okay? Here's some chocolate. And I like chocolate. So in German, I'm going to say Schokolade gefällt mir. I pick mir because it's in dative. That's the dative for I. I picked this, A, because gefallen is a stem changing verb. Right? But when I ask what's happening, I have gefällt. What gefällt? Oh, Schokolade. Schokolade is my subject. So in German, I'm really saying chocolate is pleasing to me. Now, when I translate it in English, we're going to translate it as I like chocolate. But chocolate, I mean, the I is nominative case, right? And clearly the word for myself here is not a nominative case. So with gefallen, think of it as a verb that runs backwards. When I like chocolate, I always say chocolate is pleasing to me. So just pay attention to that one. It is a verb that takes dative, but also the thing you are liking will actually be the subject. The person liking it will be the dative object. All right, one more verb in this category that I want to talk about. So notice I have a star next to glauben. Glauben works two different ways. With things, glauben takes accusative. So I'm going to say, ich glaube die Bibel. I believe the Bible. So here's my subject, here's my verb, here's my direct object, and here's my feminine word, right, with its base form. So when I believe the Bible, ich glaube die Bibel, this is accusative case. But now I'm going to tell you that I believe my mother. Ich glaube Meine Mutter. So I still have the same subject and the same verb. And meine Mutter is still a direct object, but it is the direct object of a verb followed by dative. So mother here has been popped into dative case. And it is this verb that did it. So that's why I have a star next to glauben. It is a dative verb or a verb followed by dative when used with people. It is a regular verb with an accusative object when followed by a fact or followed by a thing.